Oh my gosh. Let's see. Let's get this started here. Give me 1 second. So yeah, man. Get this started off real quick. Oh man, what is the poem that I just kicked right now? I think I just did something for Instagram. Thought it was pretty interesting. I thought it was pretty interesting. Baby J, good morning. How you doing, Baby J? Always good to always good to hear you. I'm trying to remember the thing I just freestyled something for Instagram. It came out pretty tight, but let's get this morning started here. Shout out to Baby J. Shout out to Mike Hex. What up? Shout out to Klaus Cookie. Good morning. Shout out to Bruce Banner. What up? What's going down? This is 2Mex TV live on YouTube and on Twitch. We try to do every Monday through Friday at 9 in the morning. It's a little past 9, Long Beach, California. Um, shit, we did a. I tried to do a show last night, but then I realized, thanks to Baby J and Longhair and everybody, that the Dodger game was on, and I was like, oh shit, and they were losing, and I had said to myself the whole time, I had said to myself like, well, fuck, the Dodgers are losing because I'm not fucking paying attention to them. And I had already kind of decided that the Dodgers were losing because I've been paying attention to the Lakers and the Raiders and life and COVID and all this bullshit, and I was like, man, I'm not paying attention to my Dodgers, and here they are. I was so non paying attention to the Dodgers that I thought yesterday was Game 6, and it was Game 7. Which, dude, I always watch a Game 7 of anything. Actually, you don't even have to have an LA team involved. I'm like Game 7. I'm all about that. So I fucking cut the broadcast short about the fourth inning and started watching the Dodgers. And of course, the fucking Dodgers came back and won, and we're going to the World Series. It's crazy that on the year of COVID, where nobody could do shit, the Lakers and the Dodgers are potentially world champs. Shit, if the Raiders can win, as long as the Raiders, the Dodgers, and the Lakers win, I'm happy as fuck. I don't care about the Rams or the Clippers or the Angels. But anyway, yeah, much love. Thank you for Baby J for telling me about that shit and long hair. And I was like, oh shit, the fucking game's on. DJ Bombay. I feel like this is hip hop church, starting the Bible of hip hop. Man, I wish I was at that. People at church make money. Hip hop church. What? I don't. You guys. I don't. I. I don't see you guys filling out the digital collection plate. Don't compare me to a church. Food churches make money, bro. Nobody makes money. That's the biggest scam in the world. Separation of church and state. I mean, that's high level scams. You know what I mean? That's like that's I gotta tip. I gotta tip my hat. Yeah, tip your hat off to the church, man. That's money laundering on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with a terrible. Unfortunate. What's up, Vic Vaughn? I grew up with a terrible impression of church. Jason Sandoval, keep watching, bro. No, I know, bro. I'm saying like that's it. I'm watching all the games now. I'm watching the World Series for sure. Lewis, what up? What's up, Lewis? What up, B1? Everybody checking in. Oh no, no, definitely. But yeah, yeah. Don't compare me to a church, bro, because churches make money. I personally had a bad experience at church growing up. I used to be a church boy, big time. I used to go to church almost every day. I was I grew up Catholic. My The funny shit about my parents is they never went to church, but they would drop me off at church. Imagine your parents dropping you off at church, but then they wouldn't go to church. How the fuck you want me to go to church if you're not going to church? But on the street that I grew up on, which was my house, my apartment, and then my madrina's house with my god brothers. I had three god brothers and a god sister, my madrina, and then my first DJ Gonzo and his family, the Gonzalez family. They were an integral part of my life growing up. The Gonzalez family, they actually had three different houses on the same street, all with their family in it. So the Gonzalez family, the Rosales family, and my family, we were all kind of tight a little bit. And so they were all big time church people. I mean, they would go to church like dressed up, like 15, 20 deep. And I was kind of in that. I was like a little kid. I used to go fucking I was so into church. This is how into church I was. I was so into church that on Fridays we would go take these two trucks and we would go to Culver City in the back of all the businesses in Culver City, all the warehouses and the industry parks, and we would collect cardboard. Yes, cardboard. We would jump into big ass trash dumpsters and grab boxes of cardboard, break them down, stack them up, and then drive. And this is the funny shit. You're talking about a little kid. I'm like 11 or 12. Me and my homie, 11, 12, 13, we would fucking break cardboard down, right? And we would stack trucks with cardboard all the way to the ceiling, right? And tie it up with ropes. And we would lay, this is before you can get, this was back then. I come from an era where it wasn't illegal to ride on the back of a truck. Right? You guys remember when motherfuckers used to dip around in Nissan trucks with like five little kids in the back, all dangerous and shit, motherfuckers falling out of trucks and shit. Dude, we used to stack trucks up with cardboard and then go to downtown LA all the way out there somewhere like on Santa Fe or some shit like that in Skid Row. And we would fucking lay on top. This was the whole point of doing this shit. After we would lay all the cardboard on the truck, we would fucking on top of the cardboard, like almost like we were flying, like a magic carpet ride. And they'd drive us from Culver City to downtown LA on a Friday night on the freeway and everything. And me and my two homies would be laying on top of the truck like we were surfing. Like that's how dangerous and stupid we were. But we would go all the way to downtown, sell all the cardboard, and then donate all the money to church. And in fact, we donated all this money to church. And at the end of the year, I think we would have enough money to go to give it. We would go to Anaheim Convention Center for a weekend. Even though we're from LA, going to Anaheim was a big deal. We go to Anaheim, get a hotel room, and we would be part of this 20,000 church thing where like imagine 20,000 people are at church like Cristo, 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 like that. And all that shit culminated in 1987 with me getting to meet. We actually went to see the Pope. What up, long hair? What's up, Craig? I'm telling my church stories. Good morning. Good morning to everybody joining in. B. Lewis. And so we would collect money for church, right? And we would be at these church conventions. They'd be like, Cristo, Cristo, Cristo. And these people were way more hardcore. I mean, we were Catholic. They were Christian, probably like on another level. And we would go to these church conventions and shit. And and in 1987, I think the Pope came to Dodger Stadium, and I was there, bro. I mean, it was completely packed. I mean, I was on like the Pope. I got to be on the floor. I got to be on the field where the Pope was, and that's how crazy the whole church thing was for me when I was little. But as I grew up, and the church I'm talking about is St. Paul's Church on Crenshaw in Washington in LA, right on the edge of Mid City. And the crazy shit about the church I went to was that the pastor of my church, he ended up getting killed, and they ended up finding his body in a motel room in TJ, and they had castrated him, meaning they cut his dick and his balls off and put his dick and his balls in his mouth. And that's the way the pastor of my church ended up. So as you could conceptualize my oh, and this is another thing too. There's another thing too. They did that to the pastor of my church. When I was so into church that I would do everything at church too. Like we would clean. We used to sell. There was a bakery next door. We would buy Mexican pan dulces and shit, and we'd sell them at the fucking church and shit. And we used to housekeep, like house cleaning. We used to house clean the brothers' quarters at church. And let me tell you, as somebody that would be inside of the pastors and the brothers' church house, cleaning for them for free, what do we see? Drugs. What do we see? Shoe boxes full of money. Shoe boxes full of. Dude, I was like 10 years old cracking open shoe boxes with like 70K, 100K inside of them. Be like, oh shit, what the fuck is this? Drugs, all kinds of shit. And so, like, I didn't, but I was little and I didn't understand church. I was just like, it was just my experience with the Catholic Church was really, I saw a lot of shady shit. Personally, I saw a lot of shady shit. So that was my personal experience. Let me check in and say what's up to everybody. Super high 710 church life. Yeah, bro. Anybody y'all know about that church life? You know what I mean? That was my this is just my personal experience. There's a lot of people that had great experiences. Good morning, Victim 13, Baby J. Much love, Dodgers. Yep. B1, Jason. Um, super high. That's that church life. And that's just my personal experience with church. I'm sure other people have had wonderful experience with church. I personally didn't. Butt salad. The butt salad show is pretty funny. I've never seen the butt salad show. I don't think I want to see any show that includes butt salad. But Jesus Walk song. He said you flip the Jesus Walk song. Oh yeah, the Kanye West. Good morning, Craigie. Yeah, Kanye West. What's up, Kill C Ray? Morning. Everybody say what's up to Kill C Ray. John Blaze. Man, we're 21 deep in here. I love it. I fucking love it, man. I love you guys to death. I love you guys more than anything. Chumparado. Damn, you bringing it. Everybody's coming with the church. Was I ever an altar boy? No, but I mean, I worked for the church. I was there. In fact, okay, going back to tying this in with the Dodgers, you guys remember the famous Kirk Gibson home run? The last time the Dodgers won the World Series? I mean, people like Baby J and Victim 13 probably weren't even born. Most people weren't even born. This is for motherfuckers that are like over 40, like me. But if you know when Kirk Gibson hit that famous home run for the Dodgers, I was think about this. This is an important moment. I'm a big sports guy. Me and all my friends were in church, downstairs in the basement of church, cleaning the kitchen. So we didn't even I didn't even watch that actual hit live on TV. We heard it on the radio. And we're all cleaning and shit at church. And then it hits the home run and we're all running around like, Dodgers. But I didn't even watch that actual moment live. I mean, I watched it that night 100 times on the replay, but I never on the news. But I never watched that play live because I was at church. You know what I mean? But in my church, the pastor ended up they cut his dick off, put it in his mouth, and he died in a hotel in TJ on some shady shit. So that was like my experience with church was very weird, and I saw a lot of shady shit. There used to be like a brother, and he was really cool. He was like a black dude, and he was like really cool, real peaceful, religious guy, and he had a bunch of kids. He was never on some molestation shit, but he just fucking. We all as kids, he'd take us all to the movies, and we go see a movie and all this weird shit. Like I don't know, man. My experience with church was pretty interesting, and only when I got to be a teenager. I mean, I did my first communion, my whatever the fuck communion, confirmation. I did all that shit. But the crazy shit was once I got to be, and I told you everybody knows I had a job at a video store at 13, so from 13 to 15. But once I got to be 17, once I was in the 12th grade and getting out of the 12th grade, I got a job at Kmart on Fairfax and 3rd, and that job required me to work on Sundays and miss church, and I had to go work. You know what I mean? So I that job at Kmart ended up kind of taking me away from church in a way, and then and so I started not going to church because I was working at Kmart. And then around then, rest in peace to my best friend Memo that died in my arms. His brother Beanie, who was from a gang called Garrity Loma. Shout out to Beanie. Shout out to fucking Garrity Loma. From a gang, and he came out of jail, and this fool came to my house with a videotape. I'll never forget this shit. I was still living with my parents in Mid City. This motherfucker came to my house. I love Beanie. First of all, my parents were like always like scared of. I'm telling you, all my homies when I was little, they're all from 18th Street, like the real 18th Street, like 18th Street gang. So my parents were always like, I mean, my friends were sweet and they were cool guys, but they're all from 18th Street and fucking. So Beanie's from Garrity Loma, and he fucking brings me this VHS tape, and I'm talking about. Do you guys remember how VHS tapes were taped over and taped over and taped over? You know, like you could tape over a VHS over and over again so you could use it. This shit was like taped over, taped over, taped over, taped over. And it was William Cooper giving a lecture at a college. And it's basically him doing the book, Behold the Pale Horse. So if you know anything out of the book, Behold the Pale Horse, this was like a 10th generation copy of a copy of a copy of William Cooper. I mean, it was all fuzzy and fucking crooked and lo-fi and all fucked up, but it was like a basically a William Cooper uh Behold the Pale Horse telling you about the Illuminati and so that's when I started reading or watching alternative information that led me to buy Behold the Pale Horse and to read it from front to back. That led me to buy Holy Blood, Holy Grail, and just I started just doing research, alternative research, and that's where I kind of like that's when I started. William Cooper affected me to the point that made me buy his book and made me all of a sudden I started going to the hotels at the airport and paying $35 to see David Icke speak and shit and the reptilians and the New World Order and Illuminatiism and Bohemian Grove and yada 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 yada. And that's where I started. And then that started. That's when I first started rapping. So then it just started affecting my shit. You know what I'm saying? Grand Slam, 88 World Series. Yeah, man. I mean, all that. But that particular day, you know what I mean? Shout out to B1. He said those church weightlifters. Oh, yeah. I used to watch that. Oh, yeah, yeah. Power. The Power. The guys that were like, they were weightlifting for God. That's why I made a song with Bus Driver called uh, something for God. What was it called? Making money for God or making money off God. Yeah, that was old. Yeah, Anyway, no Kmart. He said, "Thank you, Kmart." Yeah, thank you, Kmart, for taking me away from the church. Yeah, the power team. Exactly, the power team. Yeah, ripping phone books. You remember that, bro? All that shit. Anybody remember that? The power team, the weightlifters for God and shit. The life on Mars. Yeah, man, George. Yeah, all that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? So I got exposed to all that knowledge, and it kind of took me away from the church, from working at Kmart and this and that. And then I just started reading alternative information. I mean, when the pastor of your church, somebody cuts his dick off and stuffs it in his mouth, and he dies in a shady hotel in TJ, something's happening and shit. In fact, growing up in Mid City, where I grew up on Venice and Washington, that happened to another dude. There was a dude. So I grew up like I've told you guys before. I grew up on a hooker block, like on a hooker block with hookers and shit. Like I grew up on what they call a hole stroll, and I basically grew up on a street with hookers. Like every day, there are hookers on the corner. Like hookers would be like, "Hey, baby," like hookers would give me. Hookers used to. I'd be I'd be kicking it right there with my friends, and hookers would be like, "Here, here." Like the hookers would know your name. Like Alex, come here, little Alex. Here's they give me a couple bucks. So like, go to the Liquorama and tell Sam that Mama needs a beer, and then get yourself whatever you want. and I literally would run errands for hookers when I was a little kid. Like I'd be like, sure, and I'd walk fucking to the liquor store, and the dude from the liquor, I'd be like, I forgot the hooker's names, but name them and shit. Be like, so and so wants a beer, and dude, the fucking dude, I'm like 7 years old, 9 years old, and the dude at the liquor store is giving me a beer inside of a paper brown paper bag, like a Budweiser, a couple beers for this fucking hooker, and then I can get whatever I want, which I would get either a can of Coca Cola or ice cream or chocolate or some shit, and I would just run errands for hookers. I remember, I'm telling you, I grew up on what you call a holstro. You know what I mean? Church is just a machine. Church is a high level hustle that I can appreciate. Now that I'm old enough, I can appreciate the hustle. You know what I'm saying? Game recognized game. You know what I mean? There could be a whole. You know what I mean? That's just the reality of shit. Church is just a hustle. It's a money hustle. Separation of church and state. Churches don't pay taxes. I mean, it's a. You don't get any grander than that. You know. Um, but yeah, I mean, I grew up, like I said, I grew up on the street. So I grew up with crack sales, like fools selling crack, like crack in a bag, crack. So where I lived at, right on the corner of my street, there was like a warehouse. And dude, for some reason, somebody had punched the hole, like right on the street. There's a hole punched in the wall, like a hole, and you could put your whole fist in there, and that's where these fools used to put crack in there, like little bags of rocks, and keep their money in there. So every now and then, the cops would come and bust one of these dudes, and like we're on the street, so we're watching the local drug dealer sitting next to a police car. They take him in. He's already handcuffed. They throw him in the back of the car, and then they dip. Now, because there's a police station literally a block away from my house, as the police dip, as soon as they make a left or a right, they'll probably usually make a left on Washington because they got to go back around. If they make a left on Washington, as soon as they leave, me and three other kids from the neighborhood are running at top speed towards that hole in the wall where the crack and either crack or money, and we would stick our arm in there, reach in, pull out uh 3 bags of cocaine and crack. And if it was cocaine and crack, we don't know what to do with it. We're not gonna sell it. We would just be like, we would just literally leave it in there. But if you put your hand in and fool, there's $40, $60, $80, and you're a kid, you're 7 years old, what are you gonna do with $50? You're gonna go to the liquor store like a fat ass, like me and my homie Sean, and we would buy a half gallon of ice cream, and then Sean would go get 2 spoons from his house, and me and Sean would sit in an alley like a fat kids. Just me and Sean would eat a half gallon of ice cream to the face, and we had money, bro. $50. I mean, that's unlimited cans of 7 Up, and that's the life I lived. I grew up in that world. You know, does church I used to go to, they used to pass the collection plate every 30 minutes. Yeah, you know what I mean? Double up. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, it's just the reality of life. Some of us, look, man, to some people, church was a positive experience. I believe church is a crutch for weak minded people, but that's just my personal belief. I'm not here to, like, put, you know, everybody secretly wants to be daddied, whether you believe it or not. Everybody wants to be the toughest thing to do in life is to stand alone like a man. That's the toughest thing in life. Everybody wants homies. Everybody wants a posse. Everybody wants a group to be around them because we're all secretly very lonely and insecure. The toughest thing to do is to stand alone and behind your convictions. But, when you're little, or, just with anything. I mean, dude, why do we love the Dodgers? Because it makes us feel a civic pride with our city and with a group of people. Like, that's us. We're the Dodgers. That's our people. I'm a Raider fan. I have a fucking Raider tattoo on me. That's like, those are, nobody in the Raider organization knows my name. Nobody in the Raiders organization gives a fuck about me. Yet I'm so loyal to this team that I have my fucking tattoo. Like, that's belonging. That's and in a weird way, that's insecurity. We want to belong to something, our high school, our posse, our rap groups, our crews, or this and that. community. Thank you, Bruce. That's a good way to put it. A sense of community. We want to feel like we're not alone. I've personally always have been someone to stand alone. I like to go places alone. I like to take one person. Shit, me and Craig just went to Vegas, just us. And that's it's funny to me. I love that. I if anybody knows me from shows and hip hop and life, dude, I go to shows. Even if I have a DJ, it's like maybe I'll go to the show with my DJ, or he'll meet me there. Maybe I'll go to the show with one male friend, or he'll meet me there. Maybe I'll go to the show with one female friend, or she'll meet me there. I literally never went to shows with 10 people. I would tell people, yeah, meet me there, all my fans and my friends. But as far as like dipping out and shit, very rare. I'd say about 5% of the time that I ever went to a show, I went with people. And that's like, you're talking about the visionaries, the shapeshifters, the Project Blow. I mean, ginormous crews. And I would always be like, I'll meet you there because I like to go and leave when I want. I like to be in. I don't drive anymore because of my situation, but I used to love to be in control. I'd be like in control of when I come and when I leave. And you never know. You meet people there. Dude, I would meet people at a show, and just next thing you know, I'm across the street at a bar with them. I fucking go do something else. I'm at a house party. I was always very I roll with the wind. You know what I mean? Tacos de birria. Somebody's hungry. I don't know who's hungry, but you guys are hungry. But anyway, but that was my experience with the church. And like I said, everybody has a different experiences with the church. But me personally, that's the kind of shit that I went through with the church and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. But yeah, man. So I'm happy that the Dodgers won, and the World Series starts Tuesday. So I'm happy, man. I'll be excited. Today, the Kansas City Chiefs play the Bills, so I'm hoping that the Chiefs lose. Because if the Chiefs lose, I think technically the Raiders will be tied for first place or some shit like that. But then we got to play the Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay looked pretty impressive yesterday, and watching football. Besides the Dodger game and shit, I watched a little football, so I don't know. I'm excited about that. Um, Spearmint Rhino stories. Uh, I've never been to. I mean, strip club stories, I guess, but I'll tell you this. I mean, I've dated a couple strippers as girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? Um, I've never been a strip club person. I mean, don't get it twisted. I watch porno. I trust me. I love women. I'm a ass man myself. I like booty, girls with booty. I like a pretty. Who doesn't like a pretty face and all that shit? Who doesn't like a nice body? Whatever. I'm a man, so at the end of the day, I'm a man who likes women and I like their bodies, whatever. Like all other men or most other men. Shout out to you, Bati boys out there. Bati boy. Anyway, fucking shout out to all you zesty fools out there. Anyway, but strip clubs, I can't. I mean, I would go to them sometimes, but I don't know. To me, it doesn't make any sense to give somebody money that not even like on some trick shit, like money that you're like because you're not gonna fuck. But to me, the concept of giving somebody money for them to fake like you, I just never understood that concept of somebody fake liking you. Some of my first experience ever at a strip club, I'll never forget. Me and my homie Robert and my homie, I won't say the other homie's name because I don't want to burn him. But me, my homie Robert, and my other homie went to Vegas and strip. We went to a strip club and my homie who I won't name straight fell in love with the stripper. Right, it was like, oh my god! And the chicks, this fool giving her, he must have gave her $250, which fuck if you think about it, in 1991 was a lot of money. He gave her like $250, and she spent time with him, and she was like, sitting on his lap. Man, we left, and this fool was like, oh my gosh, she really likes me. And we're like, no, she doesn't like you, fool. She likes everybody. She likes your money. He's like, no, man, he's like, I'm gonna come back up here the next time I get paid, and I was like, No, bro. Like she likes everybody, bro. Like she's gonna like you while she's gonna like what's up, butt salad. She's like, oh yeah, let's show the official now because butt salad's in the house. She's she just likes you, bro, because you got money. As soon as you run out of money, she doesn't like you anymore. And that experience of seeing my homie like that, I was like, oh, that's weird. But throughout traveling the world, I've been to strip clubs all over the world. Um, I remember one time I was on tour with the Shapeshifters, and we were really frustrated. We were like, we had just did like 2 or 3 shows. Yeah, exactly, baby J. We had did 2 or 3 shows where we didn't make a lot of money, and the shows are whack, and we're just like, why the fuck are we traveling the country to play for 7 people? There's fucking 10 of us on tour playing for 10 people, and we were just frustrated. We were fighting, just being in a van together. And I remember we got to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we just pulled up in the day. We had a show. I knew the show was gonna be good because Albuquerque's always full of fans, and it was. But we were all mad, and we're like, man, let's just let off some steam. Let's go to the strip club. There was a strip club right there. Went to a strip club. I think it's the only time, and I've been, like I told you, I have girlfriends that are strippers. I've chilled in strip, dude. Not to sound weird, but I've literally had strippers giving me money. Like I used to date girls that were strippers that would just be like, "Come pick me up," and like I'd go pick them up at work, and like I'd get there a little early, and they'd be like, "Just chill in the corner, let me finish working." I'd be like, "Yeah, whatever, take these motherfuckers' money," and like my girlfriends that were strippers would give me money just to go pick them up. Like I felt like a pimp. It was crazy. But anyway, oh, New Mexico. So I just remember going to a strip club, and it's the only time I could ever say. It's the only time I could ever say ever that I busted a nut at the strip club. For some reason, there's one like Native American stripper. She like straight. I'm young and shit. I'm over here cock diesel and shit. She literally threw my pants, adjusted my thing, and just like rode me all crazy. And like the only time and I straight busted on myself, and I was like, I gotta go. I had to go back to a hotel and change. But I was just like, other than that, that was probably like the apex of my strip club experience because I've never been impressed with strippers. And to be honest with you, in the last couple of years, every time I've ever been to a strip club, I'd say most of them they're kind of like prostitutes now. You know what I mean? I the last times I've been at a strip club, the girls are like, oh, "I do private things. Here's my number. Like I fuck and all that." I'm just like, "No, I'm cool." You know what I mean? But I just never been a strip club person. I dated a girl, man. I don't even remember her name, but I dated a girl that was a stripper in the valley, Mexican chick. Man, she was so pretty, bro. She was so cool, and she would strip, and I'd go pick her up, and we didn't date for a long time, but she was cool. She was a stripper, and she just, she was cool. I dated another girl that was a stripper. I had a girlfriend that was a stripper. My girl Priscilla, Pinky. She was cool. I love Pinky. I always love Pinky. She's a shit. I had a girlfriend named Priscilla, and she was a stripper at Sam's Hofbräu for a long time. But she was a stripper after she was super cool. Um, I don't know. The other girls that I know that were strippers, a lot of them were caught up on drugs, so they were really in a bad holding pattern. You know what I mean? They were in a bad holding pattern where they were maybe hooked on yay or meth or yay probably, and I don't know. It's I've never been a strip club person, dude. You want to go to a strip? I've been to brothels, dude. I've been to straight brothels in like Czechoslovakia and fucking. I've been to strip clubs in like fucking Japan and shit or like weird shit. So I've seen some CD. I've been to you're talking to somebody that's been to Amsterdam like 7 times. I've been to the red light district many a time. Like every time you go to Amsterdam, besides going to buy weed, you're definitely fucking going to the red light district to check it out. He said class trip to Nicholas. What is Nicholas? Is that a strip club? I'm not knowing. People always telling me about something in TJ called Hong Kong, but I've never been. I've heard of it though. My homies are always like, "Man, you gotta go to TJ. You gotta go to Hong Kong." I'm like, I'm like, I don't know, bro. The 2Mex Chronicles. I'm just telling the truth, bro. These are just stories we would talk about. Sometimes some shit is just guy talk, Bruce. I mean, Bruce, you have daughters, bro. I have to show respect. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's things that there's like man talk. This is the thing, man. There's man talk when men talk about what men discuss within men when they're just like, oh yeah, look at her ass. Like, dude, I will never ever. I don't care. You know, I'm not married. I don't have a kid. And but, dude, if and when I'm married or like, you have a girlfriend or whatever, I don't front. I'm a man, so I'm not gonna be like I don't look at someone's ass or some shit or like a pretty face or think somebody's cute. That is just instinct. It's instinctual, and so I don't want to be judged or it's not like forgive me for looking at some girls. It's just instinctual. It has nothing to do with you being a low life or a high life or the so but there's a respect level. So but we're men. I'm a man, so it's just real talk. Like you're gonna look at someone like I'm watching TV at so and so is hot. It doesn't mean I'm trying to fuck them. I could have a girlfriend and be like, oh yeah, the homegirl on the internet is cute. In fact, like I said, if you guys saw my Instagram today, I kicked a freestyle about something that was like, to all my beautiful queens, I feel torn. I don't know whether to appreciate you or think that it's soft porn, you know, when men show you love and you call them a trick. And but when you take pictures of your body and your booty pic, I'm a man, so I'm loving it, but just understand that you're still sucking the devil's dick. And I said, you know, because when you post these pictures of your ass, you don't understand that they're permanent. I could screenshot a picture of your ass, and 10 years later you regret it, but I still have it. So it's like, yo, you get digital hips. What I say? I said your OnlyFans page where you make a couple bucks off of a lonely man because you're insecure and lonely, and I said you're complaining about sex trafficking, but you don't really see what's happening because what you're doing is by posting all those pics, you're trafficking yourself. So I was like, Instagram, you're talking about sex trafficking, but you don't really know what's happening. You're catching digital Hep C because Instagram is your personal Jeffrey Epstein. And then I said, me as a man, I don't know whether to be a troll or to pay the toll. I don't know whether I'm trolling you, talking shit, or pay you. You know, there's always this concept of I'm keeping it real. It's like uh, you know, digital tortas. You're funny, but yeah, I'm just saying like it's for men and women. We're torn because we're men. We're gonna look. I remember looking at my Instagram and being like, why there's so many pictures of chicks with just Kim Kardashian looking fake chicks with their asses out. And I'm like, oh, because I befriended them. You know what I mean? Like, why do I have so many women on my Instagram naked? Because I've probably liked the picture. Because I've probably at some point randomly have been like, damn, you're cute, sexy, looking good, ma. Like men shit. Man shit. It's shit that men do. We can't even control. It doesn't mean that you're gonna cheat on your spouse. It doesn't mean that you're a low life. It just means it's like wet ass poo poo sauce. You know? What's your Instagram name? It's 2Mex OMD, Craig. 2Mex OMD. You know what the OMD stands for. But yeah, I just did a freestyle about that kind of vibe. So it's like 2Mex OMD. And so it's like as men, that's what we're about. But and so it's like it's a balancing act of like appreciating just some shit like on some porno shit because it's making your dick hard and trying to find real friendships, real relationships, real spiritual connections, real fucking love. You know, I've often talked about how I felt like I couldn't find one real woman, so I would have 4 or 5 women play the role of one woman because I couldn't have one solid woman in my life that checked all the boxes. So it was like this girl checks the I need sex box. This girl checks the you want to go to a show with me box. This girl checks the we talk on the phone like friends box because I wasn't fulfilled in the correct way. And so my freestyle was, yeah, basically about that concept. I'm still torn with the concept of seeing a lot of homegirls that I have a lot of love and respect for ass naked. Cool. You know what? I always wanted to see them ass naked, so I guess I could snapshot it and keep it and look at it and appreciate it. And every now and then I'm like, wow, okay, looking good. But it's sometimes weird when a lot of women who are obviously posting anti-pedophile shit, sexual harassment, sex trafficking shit, but they don't see that they're sex trafficking themselves. And so I think that was the point of that freestyle. But anyway, wet ass pupusas. Tightrope. It's a tightrope, man. It's a tightrope when you appreciating someone, a woman. Like I said in the freestyle, I don't know whether I don't know if I'm being a troll, or I don't know if I should be a troll or pay the toll. You know, I've there's always been conversations where people, when the prostitution, let's say, is the world's oldest profession, right? And that's like the oldest profession ever in the world is prostitution. But men say, it don't matter. You're always paying for pussy. You're always paying for dinner. You're always not like in that way, but it's just like what is that concept of being a trick is appreciating someone in this, and I'm talking about in this new world 2020. you know I there's women in my life that you can't even say anything to them like, oh, I hope you have a good day, without them being like, oh, you're just trying to fuck me. And it's like, no, I was just saying hi. And then there's other women that you lust over. I mean, it's a complicated game. It's a tightrope, you know what I mean? It's a tripwire. There's a dope song by Elvis Costello and the Roots. It's called Tripwire. Digital pimping. The drives of sin. I mean, we're just human. We're just human. We're just human, bro. We want the internet, Instagram shit, even this YouTube shit that I'm doing right now. I'm providing a service. Like, we're talking, man. We're filling up space, and there's 16 people in this chat room, and Jezebels. See, that's the thing, though. I mean, are you a Jezebel? Like, is that for us to judge that someone wants to feel loved? You know what I mean? That we want to feel orgasms. We jack off all the time. We want to feel love. We reach out to people all the time. We want to, you know what I mean? Love is this love that we seek. You might you supplement that love with the likes on Instagram. You supplement that love with that beer. You supplement that love with that weed. You supplement that love with that drug. You supplement that love with that gambling. You supplement that love with that attention. You supplement that love, and attention is the hardest one. Attention, attention is the one, bro. That drug feels so good. Attention feels so good. You know, I I laugh when I post. Like I said, I post something and I be like, at the end of the day, I'm like, really? I just got 600 likes on my rhyme. I really only got 2,000 likes on my rhyme. And then I post another thing that's real stupid. I'm like, really? That got 15,000 likes. you know, I'll be happy. Like, I'm like really happy when a thing of Donald Trump gets me 15,000 likes. Or I'll be sad when one of my dopest rhymes gets like 3,000 likes. And I'm like, I really like, it's funny. It's dopamine. Yeah. It's the likes are. So imagine you're a woman, and I've often said this. Imagine if you're a woman, right? You won't post a picture of yourself unless you approve it, right? You won't post a picture of yourself unless you approve it. So once you post a picture, you already thought you look cute. You approved it. So of course other people are gonna think you look cute. So then all of a sudden you get all this male attention, and you're like, oh, I can't stand this male attention. Go, all these dudes get out of my DMs. It's like you're on the fucking picture showing your tits and your ass and your pretty face, and it's cool. You could appreciate it. It's a temporary. Does everybody win? You get the like real quick. You get a little boost of confidence. A guy likes it. He's like, ooh, hot. Guy pervs out and screenshots it. It's funny because I screenshot a lot of things, but it's because I'm blind. Like, I'm always screenshotting like pics, because I'm just kind of like, even if they are like, some are more guilty picks, but I just gotta like, I'm kind of blind, so you know. Anyway, 2Mex, 2Mex, 2Mex. Not beer and weed. Yes, beer and weed, homie. I mean, it's all that shit, dude. Chocolate, fucking, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Where addiction is everything, bro. Pills and attention. Attention's a strong one, bro. I know. I'm as someone that gets attention from thousands of people. I can relate. I can relate to not getting attention, to being like loved and popular, and getting money for being you, and then maybe at another time in life you're not getting as much or nothing, you know. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I see some of these females, shit, even some female rappers. Like, I see some female rappers that are on some hip hop shit, and as they get older, they're more glammed out and they're more naked and they're more, and it's like there's a battle for attention. So the more women are busting it open on the net, the more you bust it open, the bigger your ass is, the more pussy you show, the more titty, the more naked, the more porno you show, the more porno it takes for more people to appreciate you. So then all of a sudden, you looking cute isn't enough. The skirt needs to get higher, the top needs to get lower, the titties need to come out more. You need to do more squats. That ass needs to be fatter. You know what I mean? It's a cycle. You know. Jersey Mike's. I haven't had Jersey Mike's in like 3 or 4 days. What did I eat this weekend? Last night, oh my god! Last night I had some larb. Anybody know what larb? I had some Thai food. I had a chicken larb, which is like a salad with onions and mint and lemon and minced chicken. Fucking delicious. And I had some chicken gyoza later, but they were because I didn't eat it. I ate it like 3 hours later. That shit was soft and whack. It was whack, but the lard was good. And then I had a Philly. No, no. What did I have before? I ate some McDonald's. Not McDonald's. I ate some Jack in the Box chicken sandwiches. And then the day before, no, no. I had a Jersey Mike's 2 days ago. I probably will have Jersey Mike's today. I'm kind of like, I've been eating a lot since Saturday, and I don't go back to dialysis till tomorrow. So I feel like I've been gaining a lot of weight. So I'm trying not to eat too much. But Jersey Mike sandwich sounds really good though. Maybe for later. I've already eaten this morning, so I don't usually eat. I ate at 8 in the morning, so I probably won't eat again till uh, 3 or 4. Pozole sounds so good. Oh my god, I wish I could have some pozole. That sounds so good. Karaoke time, 10 pack countdown. Karaoke time. Yeah, oh, I love karaoke, bro. I love karaoke. I love karaoke. Shit, I was just singing Brian Adams' Heaven. Anybody know that one from the 80s? Oh, thinking about the younger years. You know what I'm talking about? Baby, you're all that I want, and I find it here in my eyes. It's getting hard to believe we're in heaven. I love that song. Anyway, I love 80s, bro. Frijoles de olla con queso. Oh, that's what I had. I had some Versailles Cuban food on Friday. Oh my god, dude. So I was in LA. I went to go see Craigie. And I didn't get to see Craigie, but I went to the 700 because they had a gift card for me, $300 Amazon gift card. And then on the way back, I stopped in LA to go see my homie from LTS. And since I was in LA, I was right in my neighborhood in Mid City. I called my mom. I was like, "Are you guys hungry? You guys, I'm hungry. I'm gonna get some Versailles. You guys want some food?" And my parents were like, "No, we already ate." And so I went to Versailles in Culver City just before you get on the 405 freeway to go home. Oh my god, I had Cuban food. Oh my god, does anybody know about Cuban food? So fucking good, dude. Super good. Oh my god. It was so good. I had the breaded chicken with the garlic sauce, with the white rice and the beans and the platanos. I couldn't eat it all. I ate half of it. I brought it home and then I tried to eat the other half. I couldn't. My stomach's not that big anymore. But it was delicious. It was expensive. Mango shake. expensive, but it was good. And I found out that their back patio's open. So shit, dude, I want to go. I want to go this week. I'll probably go again this week. So anybody wants to go eat Culver City, go eat some Cuban food. Let's go. Um, Pozole sounds really good though. Pozole sounds real good. There's a there's a there's a Los Compadres right next door to me. I don't know if they do pozole, but I've had pozole 2 or 3 times delivered to me. It's always like $20, but it's good. It's good. Pozole is good though. I'm not a menudo person. I'm all pozole. Anyway, now we're getting into food. But anyways, yeah, man, I guess like I said, um oh, Craig, if you're still online, dude, my AC Alone toy comes this week. I don't know if you saw that AC Alone toy I sent you, but AWOL designed the box. Because if you look at the AC Alone toy, it looks kind of like our Secret Saviors of Underground hip hop drawings. I ordered it for $50. Yeah, this kid one time that had given me a El Chapo toy. This fool makes toys, and he had made a El Chapo toy. He made this AC Alone toy, and I was like, where do I get it? How do I buy it? And he's like, $50. I sent him the money, and then AWOL, I sent it to AWOL, and he's like, oh, I designed that box. I was like, you designed this? Oh, in fact, they're making a 2Mex toy. So the kid that made a Chapo, he's like, I'll make you a 2Mex toy. So I guess there's a 2Mex toy getting made. I don't know if they're gonna be for sale, or I personally don't want a 2Mex toy. I mean, what's the point of having a toy of myself? But I guess I'll have one just to kick it. But I don't know. There's a 2Mex toy coming though. I don't know if they're gonna be for sale or what. But Gangsta 710 and making me hungry, dude. I just ate and I'm hungry, but I can't eat. I can only eat so much, bro. Like I gotta go to dialysis tomorrow. Hopefully I'll conjure up a shit. It's so weird. I eat, but I don't want to eat too much unless I know I conjured up a good shit. Then I'm like, all right, bolillos and pupusa. Are you ready for the wet ass pupusa? Are you ready for the wet ass pupusas? Yeah, there's a 2Mex toy coming, so um, I guess AWOL's doing the box, and this dude's making the toy, which is cool. If he does put them for sale, and there's something, I'll let you guys know about that whole shit. But empty the tank. Oh, you're talking about taking a shit? Yeah, exactly. But yeah, pozole sounds good. But I had some Cuban food, man. If anybody ever wants to go get Cuban food with me, please let me know. We can go. It's in Culver City. It's called Versailles. It's the best. The garlic sauce is so fucking delicious. I mean, you're gonna have garlic breath the next day. Garlic might be coming out of your pores and your armpits, but it's so worth it. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a frack? Anyway, Elias, man, I'm gonna take a early break at work. You fools got me hungry. Sorry about that, G. No, don't fuck up your job. My bad, my bad, my bad. Anyway, but oh yeah, food sounds good, bro. But I already ate in the morning. I had some those chickens. Dude, my go-to is Jack in the Box chicken sandwiches because there's nothing. It's just bread, the chicken patty, and some mayonnaise, and I put ketchup on it. And for some reason, that satisfies me. For some reason, as far as just eating morning shit without eating too much. And then I stopped. I don't get the coffees anymore. Ugh. I've laid off the coffees, bro. Although maybe that's a mistake because the coffees go right through you and they allow you to crap. But after drinking 2 McDonald's French vanillas and tweaking all night, I've taken a break. Butt salad, what up? He said make some butt salad. No, I'm cool on the butt salad, bro. Blaze it. I no, I haven't smoked yet. Yeah, I'm gonna smoke. I've got another pound of social distancing joints coming in, so I've got like 900 more joints coming in. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to trap this week. I made really good money last week on my one trap. My dude wants to go from 2,000 pounds to 3,000 pounds, so hopefully the next order in a couple weeks. And then the Mexican dude's got some pounds. They've got these nice greenhouses that they're letting go for good prices. But and then my other homie's got, I don't know if you guys saw my IG, but he had some white Wookie and some Scotty, some biscotti for, they were 24 to me, so I'll probably throw them at 25. They look pretty good, so I'll probably get on my hustle, see if I can move some of that That's some online work I gotta do. Let me see. The thing with my people though, they sell in bulk, so it said, man, making me hungry. Smoke some dank, make some butt salad, blaze it. I see that social distance joints next to the mouse. Damn, you can, yeah, you can see, bro. You got, it said, long live 2Mex. Yo, yesterday you said AC alone and Ganja K yelled at you because of your generation. Tell us that story. Oh, I was just saying that one time, Ganja, rest in peace, Ganja K. I don't know, I was at AC Alone's house or somebody's house, and we were talking, and Ganja K and AC Alone were like, man, I think we were talking about Anticon and how we had dissed Anticon, and they were biting, and there was like a whole just legion of biters biting the Project Blow, lots of groups, and they were like, "Man, it's y'all fault. Y'all the next generation under us, and like y'all ain't serving these biters because I don't know if you know this, but Freestyle Fellowship, bro, they were so protective of styles. They battled Wu Tang Clan, they battled Busta Rhymes, they battled Run DMC. They went to Cleveland, Ohio, and stood on East 99th Street and were looking for Bone Thugs and Harmony to battle Bone Thugs. Like that's how hardcore Freestyle Fellowship was. Freestyle Fellowship served Wu Tang Clan, leaders of the new school, hieroglyphics. No disrespect and love to hieroglyphics. They served the shit out of hieroglyphics. They didn't get to serve Bone Thugs, but they went looking for Bone Thugs. And so like the generation that they put us on, they opened the doors and opened the world to us. So the thing was, they opened the doors to Europe and touring the United States. So we went on tour because they opened these doors. So while we're on tour in Europe and the United States, a lot of people were biting, and we weren't at home to defend. And so they were just that's what it was. They were just like, man, it's your fault that the fools are out here biting us. And we were like, what? It's not my fault. But it is what it is. But rest in peace to Ganja K, man. That guy was always nice to me. I love the shit out of Ganja K. You know what I mean? But that's what that story was. Uh anyway, dude, damn, my phone's already at 19%. We're gonna have to cut this. Unfortunately, I went to sleep, and in the middle of the night I woke up and unplugged my phone. So when I woke up this morning, my phone was at 15%. And so I charged. That's one of the reasons my show was 5 minutes late, because I was trying to get that extra juice to get to like 40% on my phone. But now we're at 19%. And once this phone gets to like 15, 12%, I'm going to cut the show off, because I'm just going to cut, because then I won't be able to talk to you guys. But anyway, and we've already been on the air for an hour. God damn, I talk a lot. But anyway, he said, P, you have a blessed day, bro. Hell yeah, have a blessed day, Big Bone. But anyway, but yeah, I kicked the freestyle about that. I don't know. I hope women don't get offended. I'm not trying to portray myself like I'm being judgmental. That's why I said, I'm torn between appreciating you and thinking it's soft porn. Men show you love and you think they're a trick. And I also said, I don't know whether I should be a troll or pay the toll. So I was not trying to express to women that like I'm judging you. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying that's how I feel. But that's the ongoing forever concept of the man woman dynamic. When you're young, dumb, and full of cum, you just trying to fuck everything in sight. And it's not, and it's more instinctual than anything. But as you get older, hopefully, if you're lucky enough to meet your soulmate, or if you're lucky enough to find people that you love and care about, you can get older and have a better mentality. But it is what it is. Anyways, he said, bless you and everything in that chat room. Yeah, everybody, man. We're all a little community of friends, man. I appreciate everybody that's on here. Check you out the next episode. Joe Mama, what up? What's up, Luna from OG Foods? What's up, Lovey? Jason, it's haircut time. See, look, judgmental as Bruce Banner. It is haircut time. I already fell off. But anyway, yeah, I'm already falling off. And dude, like I said, I'm at 18%. So I'm gonna cut, and we've already been talking for 66 minutes. So I'm gonna cut this off in a few minutes. Not yet though. Let my shit get down. But anyway, but yeah, man. So I got to eat Cuban food. I want to eat some Cuban food this week. Hopefully, I'll be trapping. Dude, hopefully you go on 2Mex Bandcamp and download some records so I can feel good about spending $40 a day on Postmates and Lyft. Uh, PayPal 2Mex at Gmail. Support the machine. Other than that, I'm chilling. Probably be trapping here. Today I don't have dialysis, but tomorrow I do. Watch the football game. Hope that the fucking Queefs lose. What else is my life about? Oh, I've got to work on some songs. Filiano right here, my next door neighbor's building a studio next door, and it'll be ready soon, or it's ready already. But I've got to write a couple songs. Craig, your cousin Alyssa, she just contracted me to do another song about their new. She has a new kid, so I'm making a new song for your cousin and their family. I was blessed to make. Besides the Dallas song, I had made a song for her other kids once, like 5 years back. So I'm excited. I'm gonna do that this week. There's another cat paying me to do a couple of songs. I'm gonna work on those. Uh, Maybe I'll come see you this week, Craig. Let me know what's popping. I know AWOL's been hitting me up about wanting to see about his Chiziak, but shit, if you got rocked at the Cassie, then fuck it. I'll see you next week. Vegas would be nice. Oh my God, Vegas. Raiders playing next Sunday night and at Oakland, but you can't. I mean, in Vegas, but you can't go to the game. But they're playing Tom Brady and the Bucks. That's dope. World Series starts on Tuesday. Presidential debate on Thursday. This fucking ass clown, this stupid motherfucker, Donald Trump, just went on TV and admitted that he's $480 million in debt to foreign banks. They're like, you're in debt 480 million to foreign banks, and he goes, probably. I was like, wow, this motherfucker's. I mean, this motherfucker's is the worst. I'm always ready. Yeah, Vegas for sure. There's a bunch of good spots for Cuban food. Yeah, Raiders. You already know, baby J. Yeah, dude. Cuban Versailles is really good. Also, too, in Orange County, there's a spot. Isn't there a spot called Felix's? Felix. It's a good ass Cuban food. They got the tres leches cake. Oh my god. But dude, Versailles in Culver City, halibut and garlic sauce. They got the pork, the shredded pork with the marinated with the sauce, with the garlic sauce. They got regular chicken, like a half. I can't eat that much anymore. Half chicken with doused in onions. With the, they got the breaded chicken. They got like a paella kind of thing. They've got a, oh my god, lomo. Oh yeah, fire shit, super fire shit. But yeah, man. Yeah, now you got me thinking about food, but I've already eaten some garbage this morning, so maybe at 3 o'clock I'll get something better. But yeah, man. Other than that, I will bid you guys a farewell. I will see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. We would 2Mex TV live on YouTube and Twitch. We try to be on 9 a.m. Monday through Friday, and I'm gonna start doing some night shows. Let's maybe do a night show maybe tonight. Maybe tonight. Definitely not any night that the World Series is going on. And that's Tuesday, Wednesday. So maybe Thursday. So maybe I'll start doing some night shows if you guys want to hear them. And we'll start talking about movies. Oh, Pasito Tun Tun. Let me tell you though, before I get out of here, Craig, I don't know if you're tuned in, but dude, did I tell you the posters I bought yesterday with the gift card? I've got posters coming. I've got Frankenhooker poster. I have a poster for the League, the show The League. I'm gonna put up in my house. Wonder Chosen. Anybody remember Wonder Chosen? Wonder Chosen. Wonder Chosen. Wonder Chosen. I got True Romance with Christian Slater. I got Say Anything with John Cusack, and then there's one more. I got 6 posters. Oh, just one of the guys. The posters, big ass one, like 40 by 30 something. So, dude, the fruit tart at Porto's. Oh, dude, Porto. My mom loves Porto's. My mom loves bringing those little bakery things, the little puffy pastries with the meat in them. Oh, they're fucking jamming. There's some over here right down the street at Lee's Sandwiches, but they're too greasy, bro. They're delicious, but they're greasy. I had them. I had one and they were so greasy. They taste nasty, but they're good. But it doesn't leave you feeling good, you know. What time at night? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. You turn your notifications on, and then you'll get a notification. And then if you're not doing nothing, you can check in. Hell yeah, that way I can drink a beer. Oh shit. Battery power's at 15. See? It's time for me to go. Anyway, I'll catch y'all later. Craig, let me know what's popping. Let me know if there's some day this week I can come. Maybe later in the week or something. I don't know. I got dialysis Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But anyways, much love to you guys. Talk to me on IG, 2Mex OMD. I got a TikTok. I did a couple TikToks, but I don't know. I looked through TikTok and the shit's kind of childish. But I might do another TikTok. I don't know. There's a TikTok I'm trying to download that's the shit. Have you guys seen the? You know how they have that one with Fleetwood Mac with that cholo, that cool cholo dude, and he's all on the skateboard or whatever. Dude, there's one of a chick. I'm trying to download it right now. If I can download it and post it today, I will. That one's so funny, bro. She's singing the song in Spanish. Oh, I'll watch. You'll see it. Anyway, GH Pictures. What's GH Pictures? Greenhouse. Oh, I got pictures. I'll send them to you. They're good. They're actually really good. They're like the best of these dudes I've had for in a hot minute. Um, yeah, and like I said, they're not that expensive. Visionaries, yeah, Visionaries album coming out at the end of the month. Anyway, my phone's about to die. I'm gonna let you guys go. I love you guys to death. I appreciate you. Shit, maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe I'll see you tonight. And shit, I appreciate all the love, man. I like talking to all 15, 20 of y'all, 25 of y'all. This shit's fun, and we'll keep the show popping. Subscribe, whatever. Like it. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I love you guys. Craig, holler at me later, bro. All right, man. I love y'all. Peace.